everyone, it's Alexis from Dress to Sustain, and today I'm going to be sharing my top 6 simple and sustainable swaps for your bathroom. One of the most common bathroom products you'll find wrapped in plastic is toothpaste. In fact, each of us uses on average 6 toothpaste tubes per year. And unfortunately, most of those toothpaste tubes end up in the trash. They can be difficult to recycle because they're hard to clean out, and many curbside programs will not accept them in recycling. The good news is some smart person invented these, which are toothpaste tabs. So they're a dry tab that basically is like an Altoid. It tastes very similar to an Altoid. You chew on it and then afterwards brush your teeth. There is no plastic involved. I personally use Bites, which I get in a subscription. So each subscription comes with a full pack of tabs that will last me about 4 months. That subscription is $30 for those 4 months, and each refill comes automatically, so I never run out. The tabs are automatically delivered to you every 4 months in this packaging, which looks like plastic, but it's actually made out of plant cellulose and is compostable. Now, if you've tried Bites or can't get access to them for some reason, there are other options available. Another brand is Geo Organics that makes a very similar product, and you can also try creating your own toothpaste from scratch. My next sustainable swap are reusable swabs. So I read an article recently that said that out of the 5.25 trillion pieces of plastic in the ocean, a huge percentage of that is actually made out of non-reusable swabs. So these can be a great alternative to the cotton and plastic swabs that you would get at a drugstore. I actually got these online. You can find them at a bunch of different websites, including Package Free or the Zero Waste Store. I use 2 different types of swabs. So this first one is a traditional ear swab. It just has these little divots on each end that help clean out your ears if you do that. And the next one is a beauty swab. The beauty swab actually has 2 different ends. One that's more pointed, that is great for removing mascara, and then the other side is awesome for applying eyeshadow just because it's a little larger and a little bit more round. Both of these swabs are made out of body-safe silicone and can be easily cleaned with just soap and water. They're very comfortable and limit a lot of plastic from ending up in waterways or being ingested by small animals. So the next swap I'm going to talk about is bar soap. Bar soap, in my opinion, is one of the simplest and most affordable switches you can make within your bathroom routine. They can cost anywhere from a few dollars, but never go above 10. This soap is 100% natural. It's a oatmeal lavender, and my mom actually got this for me for Christmas. It's wrapped in paper packaging, which is great. If you can find either no packaging or paper packaging, that's always better than a plastic wrap. And when this is all used up, there's nothing left over, so I don't have to worry about recycling any plastic containers. A great pro tip if you're going to start using bar soap in the shower or your sink is to buy or make a self-straining holder. These are a great way to preserve your soap and to make sure it doesn't get too soggy. I'll link a few in the description box below, so definitely go check those out. The next sustainable bathroom swap that I'm going to share is this reusable floss. So I didn't know this until reading and doing some research, but the floss that you get in a plastic pack is actually made out of nylon, which is used in clothing and contributes a lot of microplastics because it in fact is made out of plastic. But unlike the floss that you would find in drugstores, reusable floss is typically made from silk or another natural material. This particular kind I do know actually contains polyester, which is similar to nylon, also a plastic, but most types do not have plastic in them and are purely natural. The great thing about refillable floss is that you can refill this little container over and over and over again. The initial cost of the container and the floss itself is about $7, and then from there refills probably cost about $3.50 per piece. This way of buying floss is obviously a little bit more expensive than the kind that you would typically get at your grocery store or drugstore, but because the floss that you get there is made out of plastic and therefore contaminates with microplastics, this is a really great option if you're able to afford it. The next sustainable swap that I want to share is probably one of my most used. It's lip balm. I have a lip balm in every single bag that I own. I have one in my car, I have one in my desk, I have one everywhere. I had always used Burt's Bees, but in the past year I just noticed how much plastic I was contributing using that product over and over and over again and wanted to find a good alternative. I found this brand on Instagram actually. It's called Twinkle Apothecary. They're based in Oklahoma. This small one was about $6 and this larger one is $12, but they are the exact same product inside. This is a mint flavored lip balm. It goes on really well. I did notice at first my lips sort of had to adjust to the more natural formula, but after a while they adapted. These packages are completely zero waste. They are both recyclable, and this one in particular is great because you can actually reuse it even after the lip balm is gone to hold pills or even to put your own DIY lip balm in, which is what I'm planning to do with it. Last but not least, I have my Albatross razor. This is a reusable 3-piece razor that I got from Package Free. It was about $25 up front, which is definitely more expensive than a disposable one, but unlike disposables, this is able to be fully recycled. Albatross actually has a program where they take back your used blades and upcycle them into different products. The razor itself is very easy to use. I know that at first it can be intimidating. I was pretty nervous about making this switch, but it is genuinely very simple. The razor has 2 different parts, this body section that you simply twist to open up the top portion, and then you're able to pop in a new razor or pull out your old one. Every blade that I've had has lasted me up to 6 months, which is great. It has a lot of longevity to it. The one note of caution I do have for new users is to just be careful about how much pressure you're applying when you first use this razor. It is very different and a lot heavier than a plastic disposable razor, so you just want to get adjusted to training yourself to shave differently. But once you get used to it, it's an awesome product and I would honestly never go back. Alright, that's it. Thank you so much for tuning into my first video. I'm really excited to make some more. If you like this, be sure to like and subscribe. And if you have any suggestions or sustainable swaps of your own, please be sure to share those in the comments. Otherwise, I'll see you next time.